First of all, welcome back. I hope you have enjoyed the session from last week and have been able to use the recording to do your own practice. And so if you have any questions about what we've learned from last week, we will give you time to ask, okay? And we will start as soon as you can put me onto a big screen. Then we will start doing some warm-up exercise, some gentle warm-up exercise, maybe a quick go through of what we learned from last week. Now, last week we've done very well. We've gone through 6 postures. And this week we're aiming to go through another 6. And so the beauty about Sun style is, as you probably now experienced, and most of you have trained with me before, and know that it is a very straight, you can say linear form with very swift postures. Unlike the Yang style, which is very graceful, very rounded, and in some way a little bit complicated in transitions in between postures and transitions between sort of sub moves of a posture. Sun style is pretty straightforward, back and forth, left and right. And because, as we mentioned, because it's a combination of Yang and Sun style Tai Chi. So in a way, it is very much adopted the characteristics of Xing Taijiquan, which is swift, linear, and you can say nimble. Okay, so therefore, movements are a little bit easier to learn. However, it doesn't make it easy to practice well. It still takes a lot of time to understand the essence and things like that. However, unfortunately, because the time restricted, so we will just simply go through the movement like we did last week to give you a taste of what it is. And then hopefully you can use the recording to practice. And then when we finish the whole form, I'm sure we will always organize further sessions, either through the European Tai Chi Center or through us, the Taijiquan Taijiquan Institute, into a more in-depth learning of the 38 step. Okay? 是童老师吧？能不能把我做成那个？我可以做吗？这个我自己可以做吗？我是不是 Oh yeah, I can spotlight. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, 谢谢。
I think we can see you already on the big screen.
Have you? Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Now just come back. Am I clear now? Am I looking quite clear and pretty good?
Very good, very good.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Okay, everybody, get yourself ready. Find yourself some nice space, and then get ready with some gentle warm-up exercises. Okay? Are you ready? Relax. Focus. Take a step to your left, about shoulder width. Turn your head. Look up. 1. Come back down. Turn to the other side and up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Back to the center. Up 1. Down 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Build your head to the left, 1, roll back, 2. Gently let the head roll by itself. Reverse 3, up 4, 5. This time roll forward, 6. Reverse 7, 8. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And turn your waist and swing your arms. Try to keep your knees relaxed and flex them as you turn. But try to avoid turning your knee with your waist so that you minimize the possibility of twisting your knee. Okay? Okay, relax. And hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, back to show. Feet together. Bend your knees slightly and put your hands on your knees. And gently rotate your knees. 1, very gently. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now squat as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And then put your fingers together, interlock your fingers, push up, and then gently press your hands down and bend your body forward. Press down as much as you can. Keep your legs straight. Relax. Turn your hands over. Come up Push up again. Press down. Bend forward. Try to keep your legs straight. And go slow as you can. Then relax. Turn to your left. Press down. Relax. Turn to your right. Press down. Back to the center. Turn your palms. Separate. Back up. And then turn, squat down, turn to your left, step out into a bow stance. Angle your back foot and go as slow as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other side. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the center. And then try to shift your weight to your left and squat down sideways as much as you can. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the other side. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. Cross your fingers, rotate your wrists and your left ankle. And then the right ankle and reverse your rotation on the wrists. Okay, relax. Okay, good, excellent. All right, let's get on to the revision of what we've learned from last week, okay, from last session. Last session, we started from the beginning, 无极识, all the way to 单边. So let's do that together, all right? I will try to do it as a mirror version to you, okay? So hopefully we can, if I can turn my brain around again, all right? But follow me, and okay, which means that if I go this direction, you go to this direction. Okay, are you ready? Then what I'll do then is I'll turn around and lead you from the back, all right? 无极启示懒扎衣开合手开合单边 Okay, good. Relax. Okay, good. This time I'm going to turn around and I'm going to lead from behind, all right? Get yourself ready. Remember, when we start, heels together, toes apart, crown of the head pushes, lower back relaxed, mind is empty and tranquil. 起势，懒扎衣，开合手，开合单边。Okay. Okay, let's do that once more. All right. Yourself ready. Opening stance. Tuck the road. Open hands. Closed hand. Single. Good. Okay, so that's all we've learned from last time. And shouldn't be very difficult. All right. So let's get on to the next move. What is the next move? The next move is called raise hands. 提手，上势 raise hands and upward posture. Okay. So how do we do from single whip to raise hand? In fact, it's quite easy. One hand is like a big steering wheel that we're driving. And we are turning, sort of turning right. Okay. So I will be the mirror again. So imagine this is my left hand now. This one here is my left hand. This is my right hand. Your right hand too. Your left, your right. So what do? We just simply move the left hand in a small curve up, over, just a little bit over, and in front, above, slightly above of our forehead. Okay, so it's quite easy. So the left hand goes up and over above the forehead. What happened to the right hand? The right hand is slowly sort of a curve down and rotate and turn the thumb inwards towards the body. So curve down, turn inwards, and then what happened next is when you come to near to the end, it's like you're jabbing your fingers into the ground, right in front of your body. In fact, when we step in, you'll find it actually becomes the inside of the right thigh. Okay, so watch again. At the same time, right hand circle up and slightly above the forehead. The left hand, and then the right hand curve down and twist inward and end up jabbing or poking into the ground like this. Left up, right down, jab. This is called raise hand. Okay, and you can see my fingers pointing down. Okay, good. Let's do that together. Everyone, ready? Remember, left hand, right hand. So left up, right down, over the forehead, jab to the center, slightly in front of your inner thigh. Okay, good. Right. And what about the step? Step is quite easy. Remember what we did? We step out like this. So all we have to do is to move the weight forward to the left, and the right foot just simply raise heel and step in, slightly in front of your left foot, slightly in front. Okay, so it's quite easy. All right, so just lift heel, lift toes, step in on your toes with the heel slightly off the ground, slightly in front of your left foot. Okay, good. Let's do that together. Everyone, ready? So 1, up and down with the hands, step in as you jab. 2, good. Okay, good. All right, this is 提手上式. All right, so I'm going to turn around and I would like you to follow me on this side. Yeah, okay. So remember, your weight is on the left foot. Are you ready? Circle, left up, right down, and step in. Ending up, jabbing. Can you see here? Can you see this is the inner thigh? My finger is just right in front of it. And the other one is slightly over my forehead. Okay, good. 提手, raise hand. Very simply described. Raise your hands. Okay. Actually didn't mention about the jabbing of the lower hand. But this is just, in a way, describing part of the main posture as the name of the posture. Okay, good. Are you ready, everyone? Let's do that again. Circle, step in. 提手上式. Okay, good. Okay, so this time, let's do one more time. All right, like here. Are you ready? 1, 2, jab. Good. Okay, good. This is very simple, isn't it? Yang style, you'll find from the single whip, if you did Yang style, you'll find the single whip transiting into raising hands. It's actually quite complicated, isn't it? Shift way, open, and squeeze. This is raise hand in Yang style. Sun style is easy. Boom, done. Okay, so it's quite easily done. All right, but the key here is they need to be coordinated, which means that you may circle your hands a little bit quicker than your step, but they should end up more or less together. Okay, so remember, no good. Left hand goes first, right hand goes second, and then the stepping, or up and down is good, but then up and down and then step. No good neither. Okay, you could have a delay on stepping, but they should more or less end together. Okay, good. So let's get on to the next one. How about the next one? Next one is called 白鹤亮翅. 白鹤亮翅. White crane spread its wings. Okay, so how do we do it? Let me just show you first on the hand movement. Now, we put the left hand, this time is the correct side, my correct side. Left hand over the forehead, right hand poking down in front of the inner thigh. Now, it looks like I'm shading my eyes from the sun, especially it's a lovely day out there. when the sun is quite bright on you and you haven't got any sunglasses, too bright. So you want a hand to shade the sun from your eyes. Shade your eyes from the sun. Yeah. So this one here, we're going to replace it with the lower hand. So shading the sun with the left hand to begin, but then we're going to swap it with the right hand. And how do we do this? We just simply look at my hand here. I just simply reach out and then up, over. Okay, quite easy. Reach out, forward, up, and end just about above the forehead. Okay, but my hand is in the way. What can I do? The left hand is in the way. So what do I do? Quite easy. I just simply let it come down past my shoulder, in front of my shoulders, down to my ribs. Okay, so it is quite easy. So that means while I am raising my hands, sorry, Angela, did you raise your hand? No, okay, you pressed the wrong button. Okay. Okay, but anyway, if you have any questions, you can always ask later, yeah? And so remember, I'm going to swap this hand, or this hand with this hand. Swap the left with the right, okay? But the right hand, remember, is going out and up, okay? And at the same time, the top hand, which is already there, which is the left hand, just simply come down past the front of the shoulders onto the ribs. Okay, so let's try that together, everyone. So I'm going to do the mirror image so that you can sort of see in front of me. Okay, left hand, right hand. Okay, are you ready? So 1, raise and lower. 2. See, quite easy. Yeah, so 1 up, 1 down. The only thing we must pay attention to is the one that goes up is go forward first and go up. The one that comes down, simply just gently as if you're wiping your sweat and past the front of the shoulders and then down to the ribs, close to the floating ribs. Okay, good. Let's do that again. Ready? So 1. Da. Okay, good. This is 1. That's not the end. Step 2. You gently swipe your sweat again, so your sweat again to the front of your shoulders, and the lower hand at the same time rise up slightly and ends next to the top hand as it comes down in front of more or less your diaphragm. Okay, this is number 2. All right, so from here, you just simply go down and meet next to each other in front of the diaphragm. Okay, good. This is step 2. So let's do that together. Ready? Left hand, right hand. Ready? So right hand out, left hand down, right hand up. 1. Sweats, right your sweats and meet. 2. The next one is easy. We just simply push out. Now I turn to show you, so you don't turn, all right? You're still pushing forward. I only turn because I want to show you. 2, and then 3. No need to push too far, just enough to form a nice curve. Okay, this is 3. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do that together. Left hand, right hand. So 1, 2, 3. Once more, and then we put the steps together. The step is relatively easy. Yeah. Okay. Left hand, right hand. Right up, left down. 1, 2, 3. Push. Okay, good. Now let's get on to the steps. Remember what we did just now? When we did this, we simply step in as we jab. Okay, so we step in as we jab. So what do? We raise the lower hand, drop the front, and we step out. 1, 1, and then bring the hands down. 2, put the front toes down, and then push forward and follow behind. 3. Okay, good. Quite easy, yeah? So only hands up and down. So from here, hands up, down. 2, step, toes down. 3, push and follow. Okay, so let's do that together. Everyone, ready? So 1, first, over, 1, step. 2, toes. 3, push and follow behind. Good. Excellent. Okay, this is called white crane spreads its wings. Okay, the whole posture. 2, 3 steps. On the turn around, I'm going to lead you from behind. Okay, ready? From here, everyone. Up and down. 1. Again. Then bring the hands together. 2 next to each other. Push and follow. 3. Okay, good. This is called 白鹤亮翅. Let's do that one more time, okay? Everyone? From here. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay, 白鹤亮翅. Can you see? This is a very sort of compact movement. That is along the way you will find Sun style Tai Chi, a lot of very sort of in a way very close together postures. Okay, unlike other styles of Tai Chi, for example, like Yang style, really, really open, really, really sort of extended. But you find Sun style like 白鹤亮翅 in Yang style, Sun style. Very, very compact. Okay, good. Let's do that one more time. And then we need to go on to the next 2 postures. We've done 2 already, which is very, very good. The next 2 will be a lot easier. Okay, are you ready? So from here, 1, step. 2, forward, push. 3, follow. Excellent. Push and follow. Okay, good. What about the next 2? We've done that already. Bring the hands to the front of the chest. Open. Shoulder width. 3rd posture. Close. 4th posture. Isn't that easy? Come in, open. 1. Close. 2. In this case, we're doing the 3rd and the 4th posture. Okay, good. Let's do that together. Ready? So I'm going to be your mirror again. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's one side. But, okay, are you ready? 1, 2. Good. Okay. Now remember, I mentioned last time As we open, it should be about the width of your shoulders, not too big, not too small, just about the width of your shoulders. And then as you close, it's just about the width of your head. Okay, good. All right, so you will see a distinctive moving a part of the palm and then coming together of the palms. Okay, the only one thing I would ask people not to do, many people do that, is squeezing the shoulder blade and then turning the palms out. Yeah, no. Maybe on the screen, you might think, oh, Master Tari's hand is turning outwards towards the front. I think it's just the angle of the camera. Okay, we try to keep the hands facing each other. Okay, and then close it. All right. So imagine, like last time I did, I actually have the ball here. This is the ball here. Okay. Basketball. All right. So in fact, I would say when you're holding it as a closed position, it is smaller than a basketball. But then when you're holding both sides of the ball, and when the ball sort of expands or enlarge, you want to be able to enlarge it like this. Yeah. You don't want to hide behind it like this, because then it'll be turning outside. Okay. So in a way, you can imagine you're holding a football, let's say, which is smaller than a basketball. And then it expands to a beach ball. But don't turn it, because you turn it like this, the ball drops. So you still want to be able to hold on to that ball as it expands. And then gently squeeze it back to the size it originally is. Okay? So, but it is an imaginary ball, which is what we call an imaginary chi energy ball. All right? So remember, good, open, close. No good, open, close. All right? So it should apply all the way through, because we do quite a lot of opening and closing. All right? Good. Let's do that again, everyone. So from here, come in, open, close. Excellent. Okay, good. So let's do the 4 together. All right. So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to lead from behind. All right. Good. Are you ready? So 1, 提手，白鹤亮翅。1, 2, 3. 开，合。Good. Okay, good. Now, remember I said also before, when we step forward and back, we could step slightly next to the supporting foot if we're not turning. But as some of us are new to the form, you might find very confusing whether you should follow closer or slightly behind, without really very clear about the next posture. Then I would suggest you can stay every time just slightly behind, so that you don't get any sort of confusion, whether it's turning or not. Okay, good. Now let's do that one more time, and then we'll get on to the next posture, which is slightly complicated in a way. All right, are you ready? 提手，白鹤亮翅。开， In. Good. Open and close. Okay. Now let's get on to the next one. The next posture is called low xi ao bu, brush knee twist steps. Let me just show you how it's done first. I'm going to show you from this side with the correct side of me so that you see how it's done. Okay. Open, close, low xi ao bu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Low xi ao bu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, we roll the hands as if we're holding this ball. We're going to roll this ball. Number 2, I'm going to reach out the right hand to shoulder level and gently press down the left to the front of the abdomen, slightly towards the right. And then as I bend my back arm, ready to push forward, I'm starting to brush my hands across. And then as I push, I brush my hand to the side, slightly next to the hip and slightly in front. Okay, next to it, but not touching it, slightly apart, away from it, but next to it, but slightly in front. Good. Okay, good. So let's do the hands together. Now this time I'm your mirror again. Are you ready? Put your hands, forget about the step. Step is relatively easy. It's the hands. Are you ready? So first thing first, we're going to roll the ball so that the left hand is more or less on top. Right hand is slightly below. You can see my hand is starting to rotate a little bit. 1. And then I would reach out my right hand and gently press down my left to the right side of the waist. Good. And then as I bend my arm, my back arm, I slowly brush across to the center. And then as I push, I brush the left hand to the side, up by the hip and slightly in front. And I push my hand out, more or less shoulder level and slightly inward towards the center. Okay, now I'm doing it at a slight angle so you can see. All right, let's do that again. Ready? So this time we're going to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side. Okay, so remember the movements. 1, right down, left up, and then right out, left down. 2, bend and brush. 3, carry on brushing as you push. 4. This time we got pushing. We're actually brushing and pushing to the side, not angled. Okay. Now remember my step. Watch my step again so that you can see. So 1, no stepping. 2, step. 3, toes down. 4, brush, push, and follow, or slightly behind. Okay, good. So it is not difficult, but you need to have the clear step. All right, let's do that together. This time I'm going to turn and lead you from behind. Okay, so open and close. Have you all done it? And then roll your ball. 1, step out and extend. 2, brush, toes down. 3, push and follow. 4. Good, excellent. Okay, good. Let's do that once more. Are you ready? Roll the ball 1. Step out, extend 2. Brush and bend 3, forward, push and follow 4. Okay, let's do that one more time. This time, I'm going to be a mirror. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, toes down, 4, push and follow. Good, excellent. This is 楼西奥步. Okay, 楼西奥步. Okay, good. Next one, 手挥琵琶. Playing the guitar, as somebody call it, or more discreet, we call it strum the lute, the Chinese instrument, strum the lute, playing the lute. Okay, good. How do we do it? Now, if you've done young style Tai Chi, you're fine. 手挥琵琶 1, 2. So draw back, raise arm, and then squeeze. But in Sun style, similar, but we are not as distinctively raising the lower hand like this before we squeeze. We actually, as if we are clapping and then passing each other. Okay, obviously we don't clap, but it's like the front hand goes back and the back hand goes to the front. So how do we do it? Let me show you from this side so you can see it from the side. So what do we do? I'm going to turn this away so you can see clearer with both hands. Yeah. Number 1, I relax the front wrist. Slightly turn the hands to the side, palms to the side. 1. And then as I draw the front hand in, I gently rub upward the lower hand to the front to take over the left hand or the right hand really. Okay, the right hand. Take over the right hand. The left goes up to take over the right hand. I end up, you can see my back hand, not here, not there. Next to the left elbow. Okay, and with a small gap. Can you see? Okay, so quite easy. Just rub, relax 1, rub 2. Make sure you don't go too far. Don't rub not enough. Should be just enough to be able to, if you want, clap with your elbows. All right, good. So let's do that together, everyone. Now again, I am your mirror. Right hand, left hand. Ready? 1, rub 2. Good. You can relax your waist, turn your shoulders, waist slightly to help keeping your arms relaxed. Good. Okay, again. 1, 2. Isn't that very easy? Very linear, very sort of a swift. Okay, ready? 1, 2. What about the foot? Okay, now I'm going to do it on this side actually. Yeah. So from here. So number 1, I relax my wrist, but my foot will be stepping back. 1. And I sit back as I rub 2. I end up tiptoes in the front. 3. Okay. This time, the front foot is slightly away from the back foot. We did this before in raised hand, but this time we want it slightly forward. Okay, slightly forward. there are two types of, this is called empty stance, if you know in Yang style. In Yang style, you don't actually have a T stance, but here you do. Two types. One, in order to segregate the two types of empty stances, which are one slightly further away from the back foot, one is closer. We call the one that is further away empty stance. We call the one closer T stance, like an English letter T, T stance. Okay, so 手挥琵琶, it is an empty stance, not a T stance. Okay, watch again. From here, relax your wrist and step back. One. Sit back, rub hands, empty stance. Okay, good. So that means that we will do sitting back, stepping back in the same time as we do the rubbing past each other. Okay, rubbing hands instead of rubbing shoulders. Okay, good. Let's do that again, everyone. From here, 手挥琵琶. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can also do it into 3 postures. 1, relax and step back. 2, sit back and rub. 3, finish and empty stance. Okay, good. This is the correct side, remember? So the right hand relaxed as you step back with the right foot. And then sit back. 2, starting to rub your hands. And then 3, extend the left arm and bring the left foot in as you retreat to a empty stance. Okay, good. Let's do that again. Ready, everyone? So 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Okay, good. So let's go through all these 6 postures today before we end today. All right. So from 单边 in the last time, please follow me. 单边提手白鹤亮翅开合手楼膝凹步手挥琵琶. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay, everybody get ready. Then we're going to have a Q&A session. Are you ready? 单边提手 1, sorry, let's do that again. 1, 白鹤亮翅 1, 2, 3. 开合手开合楼膝凹步 1, 2, 3, 4. 手挥琵琶 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So well done, everybody. We learned 12 postures, 2 sessions, which done very well. Okay, good. So hopefully you'll be able to use the recording to keep practicing. All right. Now remember, practice is the key. Although I say this is an introductory session and you just want to have a little practice, have a little try, but don't leave it to the next time, because when you leave it, you'll forget. And then next time when we come back for another 6, more sort of a pressure on the brain. And then you'll find yourself very confused. All right. So while you have time, practice it until you can sort of do it without needing to think what next. Okay. That way you will be able to absorb what we teach in the next session. Okay. So practice makes perfect. Okay, great. Thanks very much. for today. Thank you. 谢谢.
Yeah, okay. So now we are in the question and answer session. And so you can ask questions and you can unmute yourself and ask Master the question. Okay.
Thank you. Anyone has any questions or anything to do with Sun style or any style or Young style if you want?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. I just want to say that I'm a beginner and I didn't have the confidence on me because I don't have a good body coordination. But today you gave me the first course. I thought that is quite easy, and I'm so happy for myself, that I can practice fluid. Like what you explained, you really did a good explanation. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I think that's the key here is about coordination, because I always sum up Tai Chi functions in 4 main categories of the body. And people can tell you a lot of things that you can use Tai Chi to improve on. All sorts of medical conditions such as heart problems, kidney problems, joint problems, mental problems, because it helps you focus, help you strengthen your mental strength in order to cope with stress from work or family life or whatever. And maybe you make too much money winning the lottery and really worry about where to spend it. Then it can be very stressful when you have lots of money, like some of us here. But yes, but I think the main 4 basic, you can say, things that we want to improve on with the practice of Tai Chi is, number 1 is to improve our coordination. When we have good coordination, then what we'll do is we will actually improve on the second thing, which is balance, body and mental balance. Number 3 is the concentration. So in a way, we need to concentrate in order to try to work on the coordination and balance. So the more we work on it, the more we focus on it, the more we become more mentally strong. Therefore, our concentration will improve. That means that we directly strengthen our mental power. And the last thing is relaxation. Now, you'll find that good coordination and good balance, you need to have a good also combination of relaxation when it needs to be, strength when where it needs. For example, if you're doing on a stance, you'll find your legs needs power, but yet your body needs to be in some degree relaxed in order to create a good balance and good coordination. So in a way, it will also help give us relaxation. So mental and physical relaxation. So 4 things: coordination, balance, concentration, and relaxation. That's are the 4 areas Tai Chi really can help improve on. Okay, good. So whether you like practicing it, many people always have that sort of perception that, oh, I've practiced Tai Chi, so I'm quite good now, so I can go on and do something else. And yoga, I encourage everybody to do everything, yoga or circuit training or whatever. It brings about balance. It brings about a good combination of exercise to help. But remember, Tai Chi, like I would say yoga, anything else, is a lifetime of practice. The more you practice, doesn't matter. The more you practice, doesn't matter whether it's something that you've learned for many years. You get a bit bored. Oh, is that just same old thing? It's like a chore. But remember, if the doctor says to you, you will die tomorrow unless you take this tablet for the rest of your life, would you say, oh, I will give you a miss today? You won't, because you know you're going to die tomorrow. So when we practice Tai Chi, we must have that sort of a mentality in the mind, is what Tai Chi can bring us. Balance, coordination, concentration, and relaxation. And at the end, once you have all this, the last thing is health and happiness. So would you think that you would be able to say, oh, I'll give it a miss because I'm not going to be happy, I'm not going to be healthy tomorrow for a day, I'm going to have a change. No, we want it to be healthy and happy every day. So Tai Chi is a way to keep us happy and healthy every day. But you must do it every day. Okay? Okay, any other questions?
Ms. Terry, there are some questions in the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We'd like to ask, during the first open and close the hands, our feet are parallel, but the body weight, how is distributed between the feet?
And which one? The opening stance or the first posture, 懒扎一?
Oh no, the first time we do open and close the hands, we have parallel feet,
Yeah.
and the body weight is equal.
Okay, good. Very good question. Yes. In fact, one of the foot is actually taking most of the weight. The one that steps up from behind is the one that is actually touching the ground with the heels slightly off the ground. So that means that foot is what we call an empty T stance. So it's not really a parallel stance. It is a T stance with the foot stepping up to be empty. Okay, good. Now, the next question is, oh, right, okay. Now, please remember, I would recommend everybody to go on to the Eventbrite to register yourself. The reason being is, number one is we want to know who has come to our classes so that it keeps us up to date with whoever that is. And then hopefully we'll be able to send you an automatic, at least a reminder before the session so that you won't forget, and we won't forget you neither. Okay, so please, in the poster, there is a link. So if you type in Eventbrite link and then just put your name there and sign up, and then at least we've got your details so that we can send you a reminder for the next session. Or in future, if we do have any more in-depth training, then we can always inform you. Then you can decide whether you will be interested in taking it on and joining us. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Okay, now the next one is going back slightly with the single whip. Okay, the left foot slightly forward, relatively to the right. The right foot, you can say it is more or less parallel. So this is the foot. You more or less step out slightly to the side with a slight angle. Okay, because if it's like this and you do a bow stance, it can be quite uncomfortable. And you need to prepare yourself for the next move. So when you step out on the heel, but with the foot toe slightly out, so it forms a slight angle with the left foot. Okay, good. So the left foot is they are more or less in the same line. But if it's a slightly off, it doesn't really matter because we're not perfect. Okay, as long as they're not one in front, one like this, or the other way around. It's more or less across on the foot, okay? And then the strumming the lute. What kind of angle should the arms be directed to as they pass? I would say the front hand is sort of a slightly angled down as the bottom hand angles up. So you end up, your hands are more or less angled up slightly. But remember, unlike the Yang style, we're not doing it like this, quite angled up, and we're not straight like flat. We have a small angle up, but close enough to be level with the floor. Okay, so when we do this, relax, angle down slightly, and then this one is angle up and forward. Okay, good. Hope that answers your question, Lee. Where do you find the recording? I think, again, the European Tai Chi Center should actually post the link afterwards when it's ready. And that's another thing. I mean, if you sign up on the Eventbrite, then hopefully we will send it through the Eventbrite as well. However, if you want to try tomorrow or this Tuesday, then on our Douyin YouTube channel, sometime, hopefully European Tai Chi European Center, Europe Tai Chi Center will post it on the Douyin YouTube channel as well. But the best thing is sign up on the Eventbrite. Then we will be able to send it through Eventbrite with the link. Okay, excellent. Is there anything else? I could follow this without paying. That's great. Yeah. Anita, yeah, very good. Yeah, I think the best thing about Sun style is because it is what we call a high stance Tai Chi style. So you don't put as much pressure on your joint as other style of Tai Chi. So you can slowly build up your muscles strength around the joints, for example, like the hip, the knees, and the ankles. Okay, those are the points we tend to go when we get older. Okay, and unfortunately, that's the sign of aging. All right, but again, as I say, because Sun style, the unique characteristic of Sun style, it actually helps improve the joint mobility and the muscle tones around the joint. So eventually, you can get bigger range of movements on the joint. Okay, so which parameter must use in even? Well, actually, we just go on the link and tick whatever. And I think there's only one section option. It doesn't really matter what it's just like tick it as long as it's the Sun style 38. I think we only set up as one option. So you take that option and sign your name. What we want to know is who has actually been attending the course, and we'll be able to send you a reminder, hopefully nearer to the next session. Then you know that to turn up in a sense. Okay. Okay. Anything else? 还有什么需要问的吗？
Master, I have a question.
好的，
Until now, we have 3 Taijiquan course parallel. One is Sun Si, another one is Wu Si, and Yang Si. So
Yeah.
I'm a beginner of the Taijiquan. So I just want to know, should we exercise the 3 Taijiquan parallelly, or just focus on one and then learn the next?
Very good question. I think this is a question many people would ask and wonder. So some people say, oh, I've done Yang style or I've done Chen style. Should I learn another styles of Tai Chi? I always suggest that people get to try to have an experience on other styles of Tai Chi. Because don't forget, not one Tai Chi explains the whole spectrum of the Tai Chi system. So therefore, learning other styles of Tai Chi help us understand the actual full picture of the Tai Chi system. However, we don't suggest people jump across. I learned Chen style today, I'm going to learn Sun style tomorrow and whatever. I would say good to understand other styles of Tai Chi, but I would say you should really learn no more than 2 styles, because otherwise you get very confused. Okay, 2 styles, for example, like I teach Yang and Sun style. So therefore, I am able to give people a sort of a understanding of the differences and similarity of Yang style and Sun style. However, I've learned Chen, I've learned Wu and Wu Hao style, although I don't practice much, because as a teacher, I would need to know the characteristics of other styles of Tai Chi, but I would not waste my time trying to dig in with other style and I would rather spend more time perfecting the 2 styles that I'm teaching. So I would suggest to everyone, and 童老师说吧，童老师, that best to learn no more than 2 styles. It's okay to join in a session or 2 to gain some understanding, but I wouldn't really spend too much time or in some way waste time to learn all 5. We become jack of all trades and master of none. I would rather become a master of Yang and Sun style than jack of all 5 styles and master of none of them. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's another question in the chat box.
Oh, knee pain in practicing Sun style. Yes, a very, very good question. Knee pain. Many people talk about, oh, my knee, and some people blame it on the practice of Tai Chi. Especially now it becomes a very strange phenomenon, especially in China. Some people will say, oh, practice that style Tai Chi, you get knee pain, you're okay with that style and this style and that style, and you're bad with that style. And I think it's not the style that is causing your knee pain. It is actually you not practicing correctly, causing the knee pain. So I would say when we practice Tai Chi, the first thing we need to be very careful and be a bit more diligent on is to keep the knee in the right place every time we practice. Many people just go through the movement without taking care. And what happens is because they are not very experienced in the positioning and the alignment of your knees and your body. So sometimes you're rushing through to practice. It would sometimes cause the knee to twist unnecessarily and cause problems. So as a teacher, I will always say to my student, number one is when you practice, use your mind, your heart to feel the body and the knee. Don't just simply go through the movement and start visualizing outer space, because that's not the way Tai Chi should do. Number two is try not to squat too low. Sun style is ideal because it doesn't require you to squat too low. And also because it's quite swift. So you don't put on stress on one knee or the other for excessive time until your knees are strong enough and the muscles around it are strong enough to protect your knee when you do a lower stance movement. Okay, so I would say don't compare yourself to others. Number one, some people might go very low, but if you compare to them, you might hurt yourself. So that is the best way. And again, it is important when you practice, remember Tai Chi actually can improve your knee joint mobility, not affecting it. So it's just sometimes people are not taking care to practice, and teachers are not paying attention to their students, so that the student hurt themselves. Or people already have problems before they start Tai Chi. And because they're not doing it correctly, it exacerbates the condition. Okay? Good. No problem, James. I think he's gone. Yeah. Nah, they don't.